Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. Welcome to the diagnostic presentation on DTC P1684, which defines a throttle valve return spring performance problem specific to the Honda CRV models from 2011 to 2016. This DTC indicates that the return spring for the throttle valves is not performing as expected, potentially leading to throttle response issues, affecting the overall engine performance. In the context of the powertrain, the throttle body plays a crucial role in regulating air intake in response to driver input. Thus, any anomalies detected in its functioning can indicate serious mechanical concerns. It's essential to approach this issue with caution, as erroneous manipulation of the throttle body when the ignition is on may lead to serious injury. We will explore the underlying components, their respective locations in the vehicle, and how to proceed with a structured troubleshooting process. DTC P1684 signifies a malfunction concerning the throttle valve return spring, which is a critical component responsible for ensuring the throttle valve closes appropriately when there is no driver input. This return spring's principal role is to maintain the throttle in a closed position after opening, assuring optimal airflow into the engine. It is located within the throttle body, which is typically found near the intake manifold of the engine. If the spring fails, it may lead to the throttle valve not returning fully to its default position, adversely affecting engine idle and performance. The performance issue may arise from problems ranging from physical damage to the spring itself, to binding within the throttle body assembly. Hence, diagnosing the issue effectively is paramount for vehicle safety and efficiency. There are several potential causes for the occurrence of DTC P1684. One common issue could be that the throttle valve is physically stuck due to debris or carbon buildup, impeding its ability to return to the closed position. In addition, improper spring tension can result if that the return spring is either damaged or has lost its effectiveness over time, leading to insufficient force to pull the throttle back. Furthermore, electrical feedback signal issues might arise, indicating mismatches between the throttle position sensor and the actual position of the valve, potentially showcasing associated issues with the vehicle's PCM or powertrain control module. Each of these factors contributes to symptoms that may negatively impact the vehicle's drivability and engine performance. The symptoms associated with DTC P1684 can manifest in several noticeable ways. One of the primary indicators includes the illumination of the check engine light, which serves as a warning that the vehicle's computer has detected an anomaly within the throttle system. Additionally, drivers may experience irregular engine idling, which occurs when the engine cannot maintain a steady speed when at rest, indicative of throttle valve issues. Poor throttle response may also present itself, where the driver finds that accelerating requires more effort than usual, suggesting a lag in the throttle opening as per the driver's request. These symptoms can significantly hinder the driving experience, warranting timely attention to ensure vehicle reliability and safety. For the first troubleshooting step concerning DTC P1684, start by turning the ignition switch to the on position. It's crucial to ensure that the vehicle's electronic systems are powered on for further diagnosis. Next, utilize the HDS, which stands for Honda Diagnostic System, to clear any stored DTCs. This action allows you to refresh the system and helps in accurately pinpointing any active issues. Once cleared, start the engine and maintain the engine speed at 3,000 RPM without a load, which means the vehicle should be in park or neutral. Continue to hold this RPM until the radiator fan activates. Then allow the engine to return to idle. This step sets the groundwork for the diagnostic process, and gets you closer to assessing the throttle valve's performance under operational conditions. In the second troubleshooting step, start by turning the ignition switch to the lock 0 position. This step ensures the vehicle systems are powered down, allowing for safe disconnection of components. Proceed to disconnect the intake air duct from the throttle body. This action provides direct access to the throttle valve, making it easier to assess its condition. Afterward, manually push the throttle valve open to evaluate its functionality. Once the throttle is released, observe if it returns to the closed position effectively. If the throttle valve does return, it suggests that the issue may reside in the electronic components, while failure to return indicates a mechanical fault, necessitating further actions. In this step, if the throttle valve was observed to return correctly, the next course of action is to clean the throttle body. Cleaning may eliminate any debris or carbon buildup obstructing the valve's proper function. After cleaning, it is essential to conduct a repair verification to ascertain if the issue has been resolved. This verification process includes resetting any DTCs and then rechecking for active trouble codes. However, if DTC P1684 persists even after cleaning, the throttle body must be replaced entirely. This scenario indicates that deeper mechanical failures exist within the throttle assembly itself, necessitating a new component to restore functionality. During the repair verification process for DTC P1684, first, turn the ignition switch back to the on position, allowing the system to energize. Utilizing the HDS, reset the PCM, which stands for Powertrain Control Module, to refresh its operational parameters and clear any cached data. After resetting the PCM, it's crucial to perform the idle learn procedure, which recalibrates the engine's idle characteristics based on the current throttle body state. Allowing the system to relearn the idle speed ensures that the engine runs smoothly in various conditions. Following this, switch the ignition to lock 0 and wait for 10 seconds before setting it back to on 2. Always check for any pending or confirmed DTCs with the HDS after these procedures to validate the effectiveness of the repairs. In this final step of repair verification, always check for any pending or confirmed DTCs using the HDS to ensure that the issue has been fully resolved. If DTC P1684 continues to be indicated, it may signal that the problems are not fully addressed. Therefore, it's also essential to inspect any connections and terminals at the throttle body and the PCM. Ensure that there are no loose or corroded terminals that could affect the electrical communication. Once confirmed that there are no ongoing issues, remediation actions will be complete, signifying that the vehicle's throttle performance should now operate smoothly without triggering additional fault codes. Preventive maintenance is essential to ensure the longevity and optimal performance of the throttle system in your Honda CRV. Regular throttle body cleaning can thwart the buildup of carbon and debris, which may impede its operation over time. It's equally crucial to perform routine checks on related components, such as air intake ducts, sensors, and the throttle valve itself, to preemptively identify issues before they trigger DTCs. Additionally, consistently monitoring vehicle performance, including acceleration response and engine idle stability, will alert you to any changes indicative of potential problems. This proactive approach aids in maintaining the health of the vehicle's engine and overall drivability, significantly reducing the chances of encountering operational failures in the future. In summary, DTC P1684 is a critical diagnostic trouble code that denotes a throttle valve return spring performance problem. The performance integrity of the throttle body is essential for vehicle operation, influencing engine response and efficiency. As we discussed, precise troubleshooting steps must be taken to identify whether the issue lies within the mechanical components or electrical feedback signals. Moreover, implementing regular preventive maintenance can aid in maintaining the throttle system and avoiding future complications. By following this structured approach and staying vigilant towards vehicle upkeep, drivers can ensure that their Honda CRV remains reliable and efficient on the road. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time!